So people still tripling in, huh? One by one by one. Sit down. So, are you waiting for something? Huh? You can look at me. Yeah. Isn't that enough? Oh. Did you want the people? I'm not a sweet talker. Huh? I'm pretty rough, you know. Huh? Oh, what do I say? Yeah? Huh? Please, no phones. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is. Wherever you go now, you know, everybody takes out his phone. Yeah. And put it on airplane mode, yeah, so that it doesn't disturb. Yeah. Even though we have a sign, you know, in our monastery, no phones, yeah, still, you know, beep, 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 huh? Beep, 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 yeah. Oh, kind of nuisance, you know, for people. So just be aware, you know, I'm not talking, you know, sweet, you know, come here, do some dana and you all go to heaven, yeah. Because that is BS, yeah. Yeah, it's not the truth, yeah. I mean, of course, there is a way to go to heaven, yeah. I can explain it to you, yeah. But, you know, I mean, just giving dana, yeah, making a lot of bun, you know, is not the way to heaven. If you don't keep the 5 precepts, you don't even come back as a human being. How can you expect to go to heaven without the 5 precepts, yeah? You know the 5 precepts, you heard about them, yeah? You keep them? Trying very hard. Today I try, tomorrow I fail, then I try again, yeah, then I fail again. Huh? That's what the Lord Buddha called the nayas. Yeah? They swing forth and back. You know, one day they keep them, the next day they don't keep them. Yeah? What's going on? And 70% of the human race has no chance then to go to hell. They are called the Pada Parama. Yeah? The deplorables. Yeah? They have no chance. Yeah? They come here in the human life, you know, just to go down to hell. Once the hell is finished, then they come up as ghosts, you know, and they come back as humans. We as Buddhists have the chance, if we keep the 5 precepts, to come back as human beings. You don't take no. We are not at the university, you know. Listen with your heart and you don't forget anything. The Dhamma comes from the heart, yeah? And it goes directly to the heart, even if you can't remember what is. Yeah, it's on. But, you know, it's not so close. Hello? That's too much echo. Just turn up the recording volume, yeah? So where was I? Yeah? Hell, yeah? So we are called the nayas, you know, who swing forth and back. Yeah, 70% don't have any. We are Buddhists, you know, the more we trust, the more we believe in the Buddhist values, the more we tend towards, towards the way out of the hamster wheel, You know hamster wheel? Next time, look very closely, what the hamster is doing in the hamster wheel. Running, 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 but not going anywhere. That's us. Yes, it is us. We run forth and back, forth and back, forth and back, forth and back, but where do we go? From one life to the next. And in the next life you run forth and back, it's the same thing, When we come back as a human being, we train this body for 16 years, learning to walk, learning to talk, learning to read, to write, write notes, learning to read and write, and learning to think, until age of 16 we can use the body with its full strength, And then we start to work, This life we have this profession, next life we have another profession, and so on. So we're running nowhere, But we think we are going somewhere, but we are not going anywhere. Unless we choose the path, the path to the end of dukkha, then we are going somewhere, We are opening the door of the hamster wheel, the Lord Buddha actually showed us the door, But running isn't much easier, Because we are used to it. Running, thinking, And now playing, Even the old people, we didn't have, smartphones 15 years ago. Now every one of you has a smartphone, People are more attached to their smartphone than to their partners, Yes, this is so amazing, Why is it called a smartphone? Because it is smart and we are stupid. We need to use a smart device because we don't know how to work with it, And the more we use it, the more stupid we become. What do we know? Why did we train our brain, for 15 years, in the schools, Nowadays, we don't need it anymore. Siri, Google, calculator. What is 7 times 7? We can't even, 200 plus 200. Let me see. We can't do anything anymore. Why do we have a brain? It's useless. You can cut off the head, and just put a smartphone there. That's how people nowadays interact, They don't use their mouse anymore, they text messages, to the other people. We all, forget our skills of communication, The only thing is now our digital communication. So be aware of these things. Be aware of the 5 precepts, I just mentioned it very, very shortly, Not harming any living being, not taken what is not given, no sexual misconduct, no lies, no harsh speech, no alcohol, no drugs, everything that makes us unmindful, including the smartphones now, makes us unmindful. Look at people, driving with a motor scooter, having the smartphone in the other hand, or in the car, what happens? Or, people walking across the street, looking at their smartphone while they're being hit by a car. Unmindful, we train, we want to train mindfulness at least, in our daily life, And when we sit down, we want to train sati, awareness, I don't know if you're all, common to the term, awareness, Sati is awareness, it's not mindfulness, all, in all these books, Sati is always translated as mindfulness, But Sati actually is mind emptiness. The mind is completely empty. So it doesn't think, I'm so mindfully. I saw it. I was doing meditation retreats in England and in Germany. I'm so mindfully walking. That is not mindful, yeah. Huh? Knowing what we are doing, being aware of what is going on in our heart, that is sati, yeah. And when you look at the sutta, anapana sati, yeah. It doesn't say anapana mindfulness, yeah? It says anapana sati, yeah. I mean, it took me 2 years, to get rid of all the false notions, that I learned in Europe, yeah, about Buddhism. Yeah, I came to Lungta Mahabor, and Lungta Mahabor said, people who have sati, that moment they have sati, they have no kilesas. That means, there's no kilesas in the heart at that moment when they have sati, so it's mind emptiness, yeah? When the mind is completely empty, then there are no kilesas in there. And then he corrected this and that, huh? I mean, I was just thinking something, while he was giving a talk, in the sala, and then some people think like this, it's wrong, yeah? Yeah? It's a lot, I mean, you are all mostly trained, by these Western bhikkhus, coming from the Sumedo, lineage, or Myanmar lineage, or whatever, or Sri Lanka lineage, yeah? So you're confused, because everybody teaches something different. Huh? You know the famous scholar, who went to all these big scholars, and wanted to learn, in Chinese tradition, they wanted to learn from every famous teacher, yeah? Then he came to the last famous teacher, and then this famous teacher just poured tea in his cup, yeah? Ceremony, tea. Poured, and the cup was overflowing, and the student thought, doesn't the teacher see that the cup is overflowing? Huh? And then the teacher replied, how can I teach you? Your cup is full. You cannot absorb my teaching. Huh? And that's the same with, I'm sorry, feel sorry for you. It's the same with you, I mean, you get so many teaching, in the end you don't know what is the right thing. Huh? That's why we need to reflect back on the Buddha's teaching. What is the Buddha's teaching? The Four Noble Truths, the truth of dukkha. Yeah? What is dukkha? What do you learn is dukkha? Suffering? Huh? No. Dis-ease, discomfort, restlessness, sorrow, pain. That is dukkha. And you get up in the morning, you already have dukkha. You wake up and you don't want to get up. That's already dukkha. You're hungry. It's already dukkha. Yeah? You're thirsty. It's already dukkha. You need to go to the toilet. It's dukkha. I mean, so how much dukkha do you have? No, I don't have dukkha. Yeah? I don't suffer. Yeah? No. You're tired, it's dukkha. And that's only the dukkha of the body. You meet somebody you don't like to meet, it's dukkha. Somebody says something you don't want to hear, it's dukkha. Yeah? You want something that you can't get, it's dukkha. I mean, your life is full of dukkha. Yeah? Look at your faces and you see it. Yeah? Your head is weighing down, so huh? That is the first noble truth, and the better we understand this truth in our life, yeah? I mean, the more we are motivated to find a way out of dukkha, yeah? If we don't understand dukkha, if we only think, dukkha is suffering, I mean, nobody suffers really here, huh? Once in a while, maybe, if your partner leaves you, then you suffer for a while. But normally we don't suffer, but we all have dukkha every day. See that very clearly, yeah? Where is the dukkha coming from? From our desire, and wanting to be or not wanting to be, wanting to become or not wanting to become. That's where the dukkha comes from, yeah? Huh? I mean, we all want to be somebody, yeah? When we meet somebody, when we meet somebody new, these Malaysians, Singaporeans, they can't live, 5 minutes without water. I mean, it's disrespectful, when you listen to a Dhamma talk, then to drink water, yeah, or use your phone. Huh? I don't understand that. Huh? Respect to the Dhamma, it is one of the things, I mean that also is necessary for the heaven. Not only respect for the Dhamma, respect for all the beings. Yeah, I mean. They come later, they drink water, I mean, just like, this is a community meeting. Huh? No. It's a meeting on Dhamma, where I give the dana of Dhamma, to teach you something that is worthwhile for your life. Huh? Please do that, to understand that. Yeah? So the cause of our dukkha is tanha, it is the desire, yeah? If you are contented, we have no dukkha. But who is contented with the things the way the things are? Nobody, yeah? That's why we have all this dukkha. We want to change things, yeah? We don't like the shirt that we are wearing, yeah? We don't like the skirt that we are wearing, we need a new handbag, we need new shoes, we need a new car, we need new, yeah? Our apartment we need to change, we need to change the curtains, we need to change the color of our tapestry, and so, yeah? Not contented, yeah? How many clothes do you have in your cup? Yeah? Huh? For what? I mean, you wear only one, yeah? One set, per day, yeah? Huh? How many sets do you need? 100 or 50 or 20 or what? Huh? So the third noble truth is, I mean, there's an end of dukkha. Yeah, that's just happy news for us, if we want to overcome dukkha, there's a way to the end of dukkha. And the fourth noble truth is the way to the end of dukkha. And what is it? Sila, yeah? So, the 5 precepts, yeah? Samadhi, the ability to concentrate on one point, yeah? Either by anapanasati or by the mental repetition of the word Buddha. And every thought, every memory that comes in, we replace with the Buddha, or we replace with our attention on the breath. Yeah, we don't move. Yeah, and our attention on the breath is around the tip of the nose, and that is where our concentration point is. Yeah, and we don't move this concentration point. We just know the breath goes in. We know the breath goes out. We know the breath is detailed or not detailed. Yeah, it is rough or long or short. Whatever. We want to know. Yeah? We want to be aware of what the breath is doing, we want to know. Yeah? And this knowingness is the satina, it's the sati, yeah? Anapana sati. Sati of knowing the breath come in and the breath goes out. So, the same with the Buddha. Yeah? I mean, we want to know, we mentally repeat the Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. Is it fast, is it slow, is it deep, is it shallow, whatever. Yeah? And whenever thought comes in, whenever the memory comes in, we replace it with the attention on the Buddha or on the breath. Yeah, that is the way how to meditate properly. Yeah, and when there is no more thoughts and when there is no more memories coming in, the mind is calm, contented. That's the first time you're completely contented. Yeah, because there's nobody who wants something. So easy. Just do it. Buddha, 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 Buddha. And everything, all your misery is gone. Yeah? The future is gone, the past is gone, the worries are gone, the fear is gone, everything is gone, you're just contented. Yeah? The moment you come out, of course, yeah, everything comes back. Yeah? Our whole life, our whole sorrow. Oh, so heavy. Huh? And then I ask myself, where is this happiness? There's my hand. There's the other hand. Yeah. There's my arm. I still have everything. Where's the happiness? Huh? Where is it? Huh? It's in the mind. Yeah. Mind, the kilesas are trying, to make all this sorrow, the future. I mean, what I'm going to do next, if I don't have money, if I don't have this, if I don't have that, what's going to happen to me? No matter what you think, whatever happens to you is a result of your karma of your previous life. So, okay, fine, accept it. You remember karma? Huh? Don't do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. For whatever is happening to you right now, you have done unto others. Remember this well. Yeah? I mean, it gives a lot of relief for us. Yeah? When our boss or partner, is getting really, really onto our, and we know, I mean, we have done the same to other people in the past. Yeah? Not in this life. Don't think about this life. Yeah? Karma always comes back in the next life or the next lives. Yeah? It's like, people, in Thailand, they make dana, you give, and when they leave the monastery, they buy lottery tickets. I said, what? Yeah, you are farmers, I mean, you put the seed of rice into the earth, and in the evening you want to pick it up and eat it, huh? No, you have to wait 6 months, before it gets ripe, before you can eat it, yeah? And it's the same with karma. You have to wait at least, 60 years, most of the time one life, yeah? Or sometimes even several lifetimes before the karma is coming back. So don't think, I did dana, let's buy the lottery ticket, huh? I don't know if the Malaysians are the same, but the Thais is constantly that. Very funny, yeah? I have to remind them every time, yeah? So, samadhi, the ability to concentrate, yeah? On one point, be it the breath or be it the Buddha, until there's no memory coming in, until there's no thought coming in, makes the mind completely calm. The future is gone, the past is gone, the worries are gone, the fear is gone, we are completely contented. Remember this. That is the way, yeah? That is also what the Lord Buddha teaches. I'm not deviating from what the Lord Buddha teaches, yeah? You can find it in the suttas, I've gone through the experience, so I know that it is true, yeah? You just need to do it, yeah? You're happy, or you're contented, or you're peaceful, or whatever. That is the characteristic of each person, who has a different experience of samadhi, but it's always complete contentment. At that moment, we don't wish for anything. Yeah? Even if it's raining hard, if the thunder is loud, we don't wish for anything, because we are completely contented. Huh? And then you see, you come out, and then the dukkha starts because of your discontentment. Yeah? Because you don't like this or you don't like that. But the moment you are in samadhi, everything is fine. Yeah? Even the world can stop and you don't care. Huh? But you can even go deeper. Yeah? That is called upachara samadhi or access samadhi. Yeah? You can go deeper. So you concentrate it back on the Buddha, or you stay with the breath until the breath stops. Yeah? There's subject and object, yeah? The subject, the citta, observes the breath, yeah? That's the object. When the subject and the object merges into one point, that's called one-pointedness, yeah? And what can we say about one-pointedness? Nothing, because our language doesn't allow that. Huh? Our language is dualistic, and we cannot say anything about something, where subject and object merges into one thing. It's called appana samadhi. Appana samadhi is where the whole universe disappears. As if it never has existed. You're gone. The universe is gone. Isn't it amazing that all this can disappear? Huh? And then we come back, and then there it is again. And all our dukkha comes back. Yeah? But the first thought, I guarantee you, when you come out is, I want to go back. Because then you're in the world war of the senses. When you come out of this appana samadhi, I mean, no matter how long you have been, an hour or 2 hours or 10 hours, you come back, First of all, you don't realize who you are, where you are, and what you are. I mean, you have to regain your memory until the memory slowly comes back. And I was looking, what is that? Where am I, Yeah. I mean, these things happen, yeah? I mean, so slowly yourself builds up again, and once the self builds up again, you're back in the, and back in the world war, yeah, of the senses, yeah? You can experience it, yeah? If you want to, yeah? If you want to know, what Nibbana is like, Lungta Mahabodhi said, this is the preview of Nibbana, yeah? So, if you want to know what the end looks like, some people, what is Nibbana, what is Nibbana? Yeah, just go there, and see for yourself, yeah? What did the Lord Buddha say? Open your eyes and see for yourself, yeah? But you have your eyes closed. And not the outer eyes are open, but the inner eyes are closed. Like most of us, we run blindly through the world, I mean, just going after our desires, yeah? Because our inner eyes are closed. The inner eyes that see, reality, they are closed, yeah? So open the eyes, If you want to know what Nibbana is, go into Appana Samadhi and yeah? And you hopefully have enough motivation, to find a way out of dukkha, yeah? To go the path, yeah? So sila, samadhi, and panya. And panya, what is that? Yeah, developing wisdom. Wisdom is not in your phone. That is knowledge, and knowledge constantly changes. Wisdom never changes. Yeah? Wisdom is seeing with your inner eyes, what the reality of the things are. That's wisdom. And we have to force wisdom. Huh? When we sit in samadhi, wisdom doesn't come automatically. Huh? We only know, okay, yeah, this is contentment. And when we come out, okay, this is dukkha, yeah. Huh? Wisdom needs, it's hard work. And the Western mind, yeah, and you're all trained in the Western mind, yeah. The Western mind thinks, I can think my way out, yeah. I only need to, I need to investigate the things, like for instance the 5 khandhas that we are attached to, yeah. The body, we are attached to this body, we work for this body, yeah, until it dies, and then we get a new body, yeah. Like, nowadays, people work for a car, then drive the car until it's a wreck, and then they buy a new car, and then they buy a new car, so we get a new body, and a new body, and a new body, no end to it, because we love it, yeah? So that's why we have to investigate the body, yeah? That is one of the khandhas. Rupa, Vedana, feeling is the second of the khandha. We have to investigate, huh? It's not your feeling. Huh? No, it's not your feeling. Huh? I cannot hurt your feeling. Huh? Huh? Understand that? A feeling is a phenomena that arises and ceases. Yeah? If you have a bad feeling, can you change it to a good feeling? Yes? How do you do that? You cannot. The feeling arises and stays there for a while, then it disappears. But you cannot change it when it has arisen. Yeah? So how can you call it, it's me, it's mine, it's myself? Yeah? I mean, the clothes, if you don't like the clothes you're wearing, you can buy a new set, and wear a new set, Yeah? But the feeling that arises, especially, if it's a bad feeling, it's a depressing feeling, I mean, you cannot change it. You cannot be, laughing out, everything is nice, everything is fun, yeah? No, you're depressed. And you cannot change it that moment, yeah? You can wait until it's gone, and a new feeling comes. Yeah, that's what you can do. Yeah. So how can you call it me, mine, or myself? Huh? How can you say it? You hurt my feeling, huh? We constantly say that, yeah, to other people. You hurt my feeling. No, if I hurt something, then it is a self-view of yourself. Yeah. If you think you are beautiful or you're smart, and I say you're so stupid, then I hurt your self-view, but not your feeling. Huh? Your wrong view of yourself, Huh? That's where most of the people, when they have a wrong view about themselves, and somebody says, something, somebody says the truth, then they feel hurt, yeah? Because their image is hurt, yeah? Not the feeling is hurt, yeah? So forget about, you hurt my feelings, yeah? Next time, be honest and say, you hurt my image of myself, or my self-view, yeah? That's what you can hurt, yeah? So, Rupa Vedana, what is it? Sanya, association, yeah? When we look around us, we see a cave floor, see a tree, see a person, see a female. That is all association, memory and association. Without memory and association, we wouldn't be able to live in this world, yeah? It is so important, yeah? Each time you have to learn how to open a door, because you don't have memory, yeah? If you have memory, you can reopen the door again. So memory and association is extremely important, yeah? It's important for us. Can you close the door, please? Okay. But also the memories that come up in our mind, did we ever call them up? Most of the time we didn't call them up. They just come pop, 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 pop. So how can you call it, it's me, it's mine or myself? Huh? It's called anatta. Yeah? Whatever we can perceive. Yeah? We can perceive there is a thought. We can perceive this body. We can perceive there's a feeling. We can perceive there's a memory or association. We can perceive, that there's thought formation or idea. Yeah. So who is the one who perceives it? The chitta. Next time, if you don't believe it, next time ask the memory. Dear memory, do you know that you are memory? What do you think the memory will answer? Nothing, because it's a phenomenon. Huh? So the memory is a memory in the subject, the chitta knows there's a memory coming up and there's a memory disappearing. Yeah? It's the same with the thought. There's a thought coming up and the thought disappearing. Yeah? There's nothing to do with that. But of course we could also use sanya, we can use thought formations, and we need to use them in our investigation. Yeah? Or we can use memory. Yeah? I was in samadhi, I was completely contented. Why I'm not contented now? Yeah, we can use the memory, to recall the memory of a certain, to get us on the path of practice. Yeah, but these 5 khandhas, let me ask any one of you, your view or your ego is within these 5 khandhas. There's nothing outside of the 5 khandhas that you call yourself. Yeah. It's all, in your memories, in your thoughts, in your feelings, in your body, yeah? We didn't talk about consciousness because it's high up the ladder, yeah? So, that's you. You are a mixture of body, feeling, memory, association, and thought. So we have all the same ingredients, every one of us, yeah? And we all have a chitta, yeah? And the chitta needs to be liberated, because within the chitta are the kilesas. It is the evil and it is the good. People slowly dropping in, yeah, Malaysian, Singapore, that's they all have a smartphone now. They should have a watch, and telling them where to be at what time, So these 5 khandhas are toolbox, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, these are the toolbox. And there's only one master, one master at a time. It's either the kilesas or it's a Dhamma. If the kilesas have the tools, that's the way the world works, I need to do this? Yes. Yes, my Lord. I need to go there? Yes, my Lord. We never question them. I don't like this. We never ask them, why don't you like it? It never crosses our idea or crosses our mind, We should ask them, why should I go there? And then they need to think, Then the kilesas need to think and persuade us to do something, Because with our acceptance, they cannot do anything, If they say, I'm tired, and I say, no, I'm not tired, they cannot go to sleep. But if I say yes, and most of the time we don't notice that we say yes, we constantly, give the okay, we are like the sleeping CEO who signs everything, that is on his desk, That's why I'm here, and to wake you up, please, dear CEO, wake up, and know what you're signing for, Because in the end, you are responsible, The kilesas don't go to hell. They wait until we come back out. And then they seduce us again, to go, That's the power of the kilesas, And the power of the kilesas, they have 3 armies, Greed, hatred, and delusion, And the most that we deal with, in the beginning of our practice is greed and hatred, likes and dislikes, Put it simply, I like this, I don't like this, It doesn't have to be, full-fledged hate or full-fledged greed, Greed where you can't let go. People, who gamble, lose everything, that is full-fledged greed, But I like this or I don't like this, it is a form of greed and hate, And these are the kilesas that constantly drive us, I want to do this, I don't want to do this, I need to have this, I need to, now I need to go to China to buy the cheap. No, these are not knockoffs, I just read it, you get a Hermes bag instead for $2,000 for $30, So a lot of people go. It's all about image, You go to the hairdresser because of your image you have, You go to the beauty salon, And so on, You buy these dresses, you buy these clothes, because you want to to pertain an image, to the other people, That's how this world works, Between men and women, mostly, We want to make something out of us that we are not, Understood? So the investigation is, the investigation starts with the body, Because it's the third fetter, to identify with the body, We are the body is me, No, we have to cut that down, When you're born in a car, and when you die in the car, and never get out of the car, you think you are the car, don't you? Think about it, don't you? Yes, of course. We drive it always, all the time. We sit in the car, we drive it, We look after it, but we never get out of the car, So we have to think we are the car. It's the same thing, the chitta is born in this body and dies in this body, never gets out of the body. It believes it is the body. That's what Look in the mirror, that's me, What is it, No. The chitta is the driver of the body. Yeah? Just like the driver of the car is the driver of the car and it is not the car. Yeah? Just like the chitta is not the body. Because when you look at the 5 khandhas that the Lord Buddha gave us, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, there's no chitta. So, chitta is not one of the 5 khandhas. Yeah? Chitta is the driver. Chitta is the master of the 5 khandhas. Yeah? The 5 khandhas are the toolbox of the chitta. Yeah? So we have to investigate, I'm in the toolbox, the things that we are attached to. Yeah? And that is the body, feeling, memory, association and thoughts, that we are attached to, that we think it's me, it's mine, it's myself. That's why the Lord Buddha gave us, anicca, anatta, dukkha. All the things, we can perceive are impermanent. The body is impermanent, thoughts are impermanent, feelings are impermanent, memories are impermanent, Thoughts are impermanent, And then, anatta. Whatever is impermanent cannot be me, mine, or myself, Because we always have the feeling, somewhere deep down that we are impermanent. And of course, yes, we are impermanent. Chitta is impermanent, When it goes into Nibbana, it is impermanent, There is no past, there is no future, there is no time, There is no space, It's just, it just is, But it is defiled, It has a master, It has a mastermind called avijja, and avijja has 3 armies, the armies of greed, hatred, and delusion, And they push us around like you push me around. Asking me for my nice place, in Udon Thani, to come here to KL, Just because you want to know something, So then, open your ears, and listen very carefully to what I said today, And investigate this body, whatever you put in this body is nice, whatever comes out of the body, stinks and, And it's not so nice, The sweat that comes out, you wash your body every day, you wash your hair. Why? Because all the things, all the smell and the stink, and the disgusting things that come out of the body. No? And then try not to wash for 1 or 2 weeks, And see how your family and how your colleagues react to it, Oh. If you don't believe me, try it out, Don't take my word for it, all the things that I told you, you can experience by yourself, Investigate this body, the nice food that goes in, oh, lovely, lovely, tastes so nice, And then comes out one color, one taste, We don't like to look at it, we don't even like to put it in our hands anymore. We carefully wash our hands, All these things, And then you open up the body and you don't want to see it, Take off the skin and you don't want to see the other person, If you're too attached, to your partner, take his skin off, you don't want to even touch him, That's called asupa, See that the body is not self, Take the body apart, and put it up into 32 parts of the body and put everything out there and look at it, What part of the body is the body? Just ask these questions. Without asking this question, we don't gain any wisdom. What part of the body is the body? The brain is the body, the heart is the body, the lungs is the body, kidneys or what? The legs, and then put it back together, And then put, for change, put the head between the legs, That's where most people have their brains here nowadays. You can, is it then a body? If you put the legs on the shoulders, and the arms, on, on the hips, Is that a body? Would you consider it a body? What is a body? Ask this question, what is a body? And what are these body parts? And when all the body parts are out there, who is looking at the body parts? That's where you get the separation of body and, the chitta. And that's what we need, that is the third fetter, for entering Sotapanna, This is the most important, yeah, for most of the people. Yeah, but for most of the Westerners, they are already struggling with the first fetter, the fetter of doubt. Yeah, that there's heaven, that there's hell, that there's karma. That there are beings in heaven, that there's results of karma, that there's good karma and that there's bad karma. Yeah. Most of the Westerners already have a problem with that, so they can't even go even further. The second is, of course, they don't keep the 5 precepts. The second one, it's called Silabbata Paramasa. Huh? What do they teach you? The translation. Huh? Fondling with rites and rituals. What? The Lord Buddha never taught that. Huh? Sila is 5 precepts. Bhatta Paramasa is fiddling, and taking them, not taking them. Yeah? Very simple translation. Yeah. Huh? So first is doubt, second is sila, and the third is identification with the body. Once you cut all these 3 fetters, then you can enter Sotapanna. Yeah? And then at least you have at most 7 more lives to go. And with this I end the talk, yeah? Yeah, what you're laughing? It's a good ending, isn't it? So, any questions? What? Sila Bhatta Paramasa. Yeah? Bhatta Paramasa means, taking them, not taking them. Fiddling with the precept. Sila, yeah, in Thai it is seen, yeah, seen and sila is the same thing. It's the 5 precepts, not harming any living being, not taking what is not given, and so on. Yeah, there I explained that. Yeah. So one day you take them, or one day you break one of them, and the next day you keep them again, then you take them again, then you keep them again. I mean, a lot of the people, Thai people, and I don't think, Malaysians are very different. Can we get the precept? Ko sin ha. Yeah? We want to take the precept, and then they go out of the monastery and break them already. So what is the purpose, yeah? Keep the precepts, that is the purpose. Okay? Understood? Vijnana is one of the khandhas. That is very clear. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. Yeah? Yeah? So it has nothing to do. Yeah? Vijnana is just the consciousness that something has come into our consciousness, one of the sense contact. Yeah? And when once of the sense contact has come into our consciousness, then memory association takes hold of it and says what it is. Yeah? Sometimes it takes a little, yeah. Most of the time it comes instantly, yeah. And then likes and dislikes arise, just like in the paticca samuppada, yeah. So mano is just conceit, yeah. Mano is conceit, I am, Sometimes, it is the 9th fetter, yeah. Conceit is the 9th fetter, yeah. I'm better than you, I'm less than you, I'm equal with you. That is conceit, yeah. For you, it's called the ego, yeah. Everyone, very strong ego, yeah. I know, yeah. So, you understand? And chitta is completely, chitta is, it's a pure, yeah. You can think about the chitta as a diamond, yeah. A diamond has a lot of facets, yeah. It has facets of greed, hatred, personality, all that, yeah. But the nature of the chitta is for everyone the same. Yeah? But everybody shaped it over the eons of lifetimes that we have lived. We shaped our diamond. Yeah, yeah. Put that facet on. Put that facet on. Sometimes we remove one of the facet and put another new facet on. That is called also the ego. The personality. Yeah. But the chitta, the pure chitta of the Arahant and the Buddha are the same, one and the same. Yeah. So once you go to Nibbana, then you have the pure chitta, yeah? Okay? You remember going to the movie in the 70s, 80s? Yeah? When the movie was not synchronized? You saw a black bar between the pictures? No? Maybe not. Maybe she didn't go to the movies at that time. In a movie, in the movie theater, yeah? I mean, what is on the film is a picture, and then there's a black bar, and there's a next picture, and there's a black bar, and the next picture, yeah? The picture is always very big, the black bar. I mean, you could even see it on your old cameras, yeah? And that black bar is, when the consciousness disappears. And the picture is when the consciousness is there. So it is, you can experience, but you have to have an extreme high level of sati. Yeah? And this is, it's an amazing experience, when you see there's no consciousness. I mean, what is the world like, without consciousness? I mean, it's gone, yeah? That's why I don't talk about consciousness, yeah? Because, you need an extreme high level of sati, of awareness to be able to see that, yeah? When consciousness appears, disappears, appears, disappears, yeah? It's so fast, I mean, it's... But what did the Lord Buddha say? 3,000 mind moments, So you have 3,000, consciousness moments, yeah? In one blink of an eye, yeah? So, forget about that for now. Okay? Yeah, I'm hungry already. Later. I'm hungry.